Hello everyone, Shion here, and we have a shit ton to discuss. Monsterhunter just dropped another trailer which got to show us a lot, in my opinion. First, the new spider monster, and I'll just say it, I was right. I actually was pretty accurate overall with what I guessed with the whole flower abdomen, but honestly, the design is so fire. I love the white fur, how that is actually the leaf, the little handsy things it has. Even it kicking off the back of itself like a tarantula would to flick its hairs, it's just really cool. And honestly, design alone, it's like a top 10 monster for me. But something more important than the actual trailer is they later did about 2-hour-ish live stream, which a lot of information was revealed there. So let me give you the TLDR for those of you who don't want to sit there and watch 2 hours. I'll start with the biggest information first. One, the maps have been shown and they have never been larger. And the reason why that is huge is because we got to see an image of the map while currently being played, and oh my fucking god, there are 6 monsters on the map at a time. Actually, fuck you, I lied because I just looked at it again. There are 7 monsters on the map. There are 3 Dagushima, 1 Alpha, 2 Normal. There are 2 Balahara, 1 Raidao, and 1 Chatacabra. And oh my god, this is a lot to take in. 1, this map's fucking huge. Just from this one image, it's enormous. And there's more. You can literally see it's leading off other ways. There's more of it. There's literally more fucking map. This is making me no longer wonder why it's a 2025 release. Because what I was looking at, I'm like, damn. This shit looks pretty done. You got the basic combat done. You seem to have this entire map. They are probably making these maps so genuinely large. So this is one area. I cannot imagine what the others will look like. And every single trailer has taken place in one area. And we've seen this more savanna look-alike, this desert, these kind of ravine catacombs where Chatacabra is, and now with Lalabrina, I believe I'm saying that right, Lalabrina's announcement and reveal, we see this very blood-red rainforest, all a part of, what is it called, the Windmill Island? It's fucking insane. Like, this is actually crazy. That is such a big jump, because, you know, I thought, when I was watching the live, right, I saw, oh shit, there's 4 of them. That's crazy. Then I saw him open the map, and I took a little look, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way there's 6, and then now realizing 7 monsters. Now, something important to note is they refer to Dagushima as the first in the mainland series to have multiple large monsters a part of, like, a pack. So even though it's not a Alpha Dagushima, they seem to still be considered a large monster, something more like the I forget their names from Frontiers, the 2 wolves, the Odogorons, they're called something like that. But this is, once again, really cool, really unique, and it's just huge to see this. This is the main thing I just want to discuss, because what the fuck? Like, that's just, I don't think anyone was sitting there predicting, yeah, we're getting a 7 monster map. Yeah. What's also important is that there's a lot that can happen too. Literally within the live, I watched Raidao and fucking what? Or no, it was Balahara and Dagushima throw down while the player that was playing at the time was almost getting sucked into a fucking sand pit. It's insane. It's actually insane. The weather is taking a real big effect because we got to see a lot more of Raidao, and he only appears during a thunderstorm, so we got to see a lot more of the differences between normal hunting, lightning storm hunting. There's just, this is going to be insane. Another huge thing is there is no more hunting hall or home area. The home area is on the map. You walk out of it, you're in the hunting zone. So right when you walk out of the village, you are in the Windward Plains. Now, this makes sense, and while I don't think I heard anything of exact confirmation, they're always talking about seamlessness, and not to mention that they're being a lot more particular on how they're connecting the maps. For example, the new place we saw, where the spider is, the Scarlet Rainforest, or the Scarlet Forest, I forgot which one it's called, is actually connected to the Windward Plains via the river. So it makes sense that that's how you travel to it. This is also insane, but I don't know how far they're going to take it. So I don't know if, like, let's say you're fighting a Dogshima and they decide to go to the Scarlet Forest, if that's how it's going to be. Or once you engage a hunt in that area, that is the area you're fighting in. I don't know how complex it's going to get, but that seems to be the case, and that's huge, because Monster Hunter has always been very much separated by you're in the hunt, you're in the hub. But now are we only open world, like World and Rise are? We are now seamless open world. The map is where the hub is, all that good shit. That is just so huge, because I think that's what people wanted for the longest, right? I know what I want for the longest, so this is a really huge change, at least in my eyes. Like, this, honestly, just thinking about it, it's like I feel this giddy feeling, because I used to imagine as a kid, like, yo, imagine if they had, like, this crazy open world hunting. It's insane, and I'm really happy Capcom made this change, and I'm glad Monster Hunter is getting the attention it deserves. This is really fucking cool. Now to get on to the smaller info, little tidbits that I feel like people would just like to know. First off, this is something huge for people like me, who even with the little discovery bugs, I forget their name in World, Finder, but I don't know their name. Pretty much, we have the same thing back, except our secrets, I believe the bird is called, can actually just follow them automatically, which will just make getting around easier in my opinion. Obviously, I don't think everyone's gonna like that they don't get to physically walk around, which, to be fair, you don't have to follow the path. Like, you could just control the secret yourself. But I personally like that, because one of my biggest problems with World is I have a bad habit, especially on the first map, because of how layered it is, of getting lost and not knowing where I'm going. So this is important for me, and I just think it's a little neat thing. Another thing is we will be having the ability to call upon NPC hunters again. And apparently their AI is improved. According to the people saying, is that they'll pretty much try to copy whatever strategy you're using or play around it, which is nice to have. I'm glad that we're getting this thing from Rise implemented back. Technically it was in Frontiers first, but Rise is the first mainline game to have it, so once again, it's always nice to see these little things returning. Next is a reveal of a new small monster. There's these, like, pretty average sized spiders that are in the same area you fight Chupacabra in. We see them hopping down from the ceiling, which looks cool, but I believe they have zero connection to the new spider monster revealed. One, because they're found in different areas. The spiders in what's known in the Scarlet Forest is the new habitat, or the main habitat. It could potentially be in both, but I don't think it will. And even then, from what we're reading, what connects the Windward Plains, yes, I learned the name in between recording, the Windward Plains and the Scarlet Forest is the river, which, if you looked at the map, the river is very far from where you would find the Chupacabra, which is where you find these spiders, so it's really unlikely to be related. But I think this is just good, because I think it's kind of showing we'll get more bugs as a whole, considering we have one early game, and honestly, the Lance armor and weapon is giving me real, like, kind of roly-poly vibe. I don't know why, but maybe we can get a few more. I would really like that. It's been a very, like, not a very long time, because we technically got one in Rise, but I think they deserve a much bigger expansion upon. Same thing with the amphibians and all the others, really. Within the trailer, we got to see the kind of village that we're staying in, or at least the one we're staying in for the Windward Plains. It's known as the Windsong Village, and it's called, forgive my pronunciation, Kunafa, and it looks cool. What I'm curious is the way it looks is that we came here and this settlement was already here before us. This is not where we decided to set up base. It almost feels like this is here before we are. This is also where we get our secrete, whatever you call the bird. This is where we get them. This seems to be the main hub for them. That's what it says on the own page Capcom put up, so yep, take that. Another change that people probably find to be big, but I don't personally see it as big, is they're changing how expeditions work. Expeditions can now actually be taken in different ways. So pretty much now when you're on an expedition, you can have multiple objectives and pretty much start a hunt on a monster at any time. So let's say you go on an expedition, you decided to hunt a Balahara. That it becomes a quest you have to do and you can complete it. But let's say during that it got into an altercation with the Dogshima And now, oh, you know, I need to get dogs from parts anyway, so now I could just keep finding the one that was already partially injured, which it's nice. It's like I don't think it's a huge change for me personally, but it looks cool. We're also getting something called pop-up camps, which sound interesting enough. Pretty much you could just kind of pop up a camp and manage your item anywhere, which, while appreciated, can't you just, like, here's how I think of it, right? In World and Rise, you could just kind of tell you when you're out of combat, so I didn't see it as huge. I guess it's, like, just a convenience thing, just in case, like, you don't want to travel all the way back. You can also, like, start quests, fainting, all that shit there. So you pretty much can just set up camps. My main thing is, can they be destroyed? That's what information they're not telling us, which I think they should be allowed to. I think it could be cool, like some cool shit. Imagine Raid Out just points their head towards your camp and then just goes up in flames. I think that would be really cool to see. A pretty notable difference is also that they're actually removing male-female armor as a concept. Pretty much no matter what gender your character is, you can equip either type. So, hey, you want to wear the pretty dress as a guy? You fucking rock that dress. And you're a woman who wants to have that ironclad super bulky armor, you fucking rock it. I think this is overall a positive change. I think some people just kind of want to be able to do that, and will also just allow for, you know, more customization, which is literally never a bad thing in any game. More is better when it comes to customization, as long as the quality's still there. And from what we've seen from all the overviews and trailers, all the armor looks fucking great. Now for a few little but, you know, minor, small things. One, the return of mantles. I don't see it as a big deal. Makes sense. The game's supposed to be more like World, so I kind of imagine that mantles would return. We kind of got the pseudo-confirmed in the trailer, but we got to see it completely in the flesh and blood when watching. We got to see good old Ghillie Mantle, my personal favorite, because I love being able to just ignore the monster while I get to sharpen my weapon. Two, we've actually got to see the other, just smaller wildlife, the little crocodiles that go around killing the other herbivores, and pretty much I think this confirmed that those little pack of velociraptors aren't going to have a great whatever their name is. It's probably confirmed somewhere, I didn't check. Next, we have the return of endemic life. People kind of already knew this. We got to see, from what I saw, it was a new one. I'm pretty sure it's new. You could use the Great Thunderbugs to zap the monster and just, like, put them in an infinite stun lock, which, once again, pretty cool. Just a lot of these small little things that build up. Obviously, you could drop rocks. Your usual, the vine traps are there. There's some windward. Like, there's a lot of really small things that I don't get too much into because I pretty much was here to report the bigger stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much all for me. If you want to know more, please go support Capcom. Go watch a stream, go watch a trailer, tell them how much you love them because they work so hard. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you again. Have a wonderful time waiting for Wilds because I know I am. Catch you around. Bye bye.